That today from the National Security Council spokesman John Kirby. He said Russia could announce the first referendum as soon as this week, particularly in the northeast city of Kharkiv. Kirby said the U.S. expects Moscow to try to manipulate the results of the referendums. He added the Biden administration will not view any outcome as legitimate. All of this as the White House today announced nearly $3 billion in new military aid for Ukraine. It's the largest security package since Vladimir Putin invaded the country 6 months ago today. And while Ukrainians mark that moment, they should be celebrating their Independence Day. August 24th, 31 years ago, freedom from Soviet rule. But the streets of Kyiv mostly quiet as officials banned large gatherings. The Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky had warned that the Russians were planning something particularly cruel and nasty, as he put it, ahead of the national holiday. That's a prediction, a grim one, that apparently is now a reality. Today, President Zelensky said at least 22 people were killed and 50 others injured in a Russian airstrike that hit a train station in central Ukraine. An 11-year-old boy among the dead. Still, the Ukrainian leader remains defiant. In a pre-recorded message, President Zelensky said Ukraine was reborn after Vladimir Putin invaded the country 6 months ago.
We finally became united, a new nation born on February 24th at 4 a.m. Not born, but reborn. A nation that did not cry, scream, or take fright. One that did not flee, did not give up, and did not forget.
Also not forgotten, the Ukrainian prisoners of war. Russian troops have captured thousands of Ukrainian soldiers. NBC's Josh Letterman spoke to some of their mothers, desperate to see their sons come back home.
He called around 7 a.m. and said, "Mom, I'm fine." He didn't say a word to me about what happened on the island.
The day Russia invaded, Anna Nestorenko's son Vadim was serving on Snake Island, where the war's first iconic battle played out.
And Lena, tell me about your son.
He really liked the island, nature, the sea.
Olena Pshalinska's son Mykola was a cook in Ukraine's military, also at Snake Island. These two mothers now bound together by anguish. They learned their sons had been captured by spotting them on Russian TV, being bused to occupied Crimea.
So this is your son's room, and you've kept it exactly like it was for him for when he comes back.
To this day we know nothing, nothing at all. Where are they? In what conditions? If they're healthy, if they eaten anything.
As Ukraine marks 6 months of war on Wednesday, there are countless families waiting and hoping.
We are talking about several thousand Ukrainian prisoners of war.
Ukraine's military says nearly 600 have been released in exchanges with Russia. Many later described torture, death threats, and constant mental abuse. Russia says it treats POWs humanely. In April, Ukraine said it was holding about 600 Russian POWs. Marine Hleb Streshko is among the lucky ones who was released. In April, he was part of Ukraine's last stand in Mariupol. He saw a Russian tank aiming at him, then a flash.
The building started collapsing. I fell from the third to the first floor, and I was covered with stones from above.
Hleb was pulled out of the rubble with a broken pelvis, jaw, and nose. He says the only way doctors in besieged Mariupol could save him was to turn him over to Russia. He says he was given no medical care, not even painkillers, and that Chechen guards would taunt him by running daggers along his throat.
Sometimes the nurses would just pass by the room, leave the food, and say, "Eat it yourself, Ukrainian." It was clear that I could not even move, let alone eat. They could come 2 hours later, take the food, and ask, "Are you full?"
Freed after 17 days, he hopes to return to the front lines. When the phone rings in the village of Berezivka, Anna prays it's her son.
Can you read to me what his last message to you was?
Everything is fine. Do not worry. Everything is fine.
If your son could see this conversation right now, what would you like to tell him?
That we are waiting for him. We love him.
For the news, I'm Josh Letterman.